Hey, can everybody hear me okay? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, Acha.
Okay, good. Okay, good. So, we have more students are joining. So, let's start we'll start the meeting we'll give them about 5 more minutes. I'll start at 7:05. Okay. And also I'm recording the meeting, so if people come late, they can always watch the recording later. So yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll start at 7:05. Okay. Hey, all right. So we'll get started here. Um, I like to keep meetings nice and short. So probably this will only take about 30 minutes or less, depending upon your guys' questions. This will be just like think of it as a Q&A session. All right, since a lot of you are new to the system we have here. All right, so let me introduce about the RSU PAL Center. What? Who is that? Who's talking? All right. Okay. To tell you what, you guys, um, if you don't have a question, turn your microphone off. Okay. Then, of course, if you have, maybe that was Tu Miet Tin Lin. Maybe that was you. I'm guessing. But yeah. So if you have any questions, then of course turn on your microphone. If you're not talking, please turn off your microphone. Okay. All right. Okay. So the RSU PAL Center. So what this is a peer-assisted learning center where students help other students with their English. Okay. So normally in term one, we're really busy. Generally, we have about from the Thai program, we have maybe up to 5,000 students joining it each week. Hmm. Term two, we have fewer, so maybe about 2,000. Summer term, a lot fewer. So you guys are kind of lucky since you're doing this in summer term. First thing is, normally it's for 10 weeks, but it's a summer term, so you guys only have to do it for 5 weeks. All right, and then also we have a lot fewer students, so you won't be as busy. So right now the summer term, because we only have students, we only have the foundation students join this. In the Thai program, they don't join in the summer term. So you have fewer students, so you have the opportunity if you want to. You don't have to. Right now we're designing a daily desk calendar for focus solely on the RSU PAL Center. So if you want to help out with that, you can. Just please ask your team leader. All right, they're doing it. Um, well, they have to because we pay them. Okay, so that's another thing in the future is if you like the language center or if you like this place and you want to be a part of it more, we'd love to have you. So if you're interested to talk with one of your team leaders, um, this summer term, and they can tell you more about it. And generally, what we do is there are usually four classes that are aligned with the RSU PAL Center. You have ENL and ILE 125, 126, 127, and then IRS 127. Those four courses, students they have to participate. Um, for if you're enrolled in each class. Okay. However, if you're enrolled in ENL 125 and ENL 126 at the same time, good news is that you only have to come once a week, not twice a week. Okay. And then also, if you've done it, if you've already done it multiple times, let's say if you've one term you took 125, another term you took 126, and another term you took 127. So if you've already done it two separate terms, you don't need to do it anymore. So let's say summer term you take 125, then term one you take what 126. Then after that you're finished. You don't have to do it anymore. So if you let's say if in the future you take EML 127, you just let me know. Oh, John, I've already done it two times. I said, oh, okay. So you don't have to do it. Okay. So generally, what we want to do is we want to we originally created this program for a couple different reasons. Number one is we wanted to align it with with the university's motto of creating a giving and sharing society. And second of all, it's a great way to get involved in a university. So I know many of you, you're from Myanmar, and so maybe if you're new to the country, this is a great way to get involved in the university and meet students from many different countries. So generally, right now, most of our new students they are from Myanmar, but we have other countries as well, like Bhutan, Cambodia, Laos. Then we have students from exchange students from European countries. So yeah, it's a great way to meet new friends and learn about other cultures. Okay, all right. So then the mentoring, it actually started today. I know since summer term, it's difficult because um, the term is only 7 weeks long. So then that's why. So it's 5 weeks involved in with the language center. So we have to start week 2, and then we finish week 6 at the end of at the end of July. Versus in term 1, we start week 4 and go to week 13. So term 1 and term 2, it's a lot easier to do the setup. But in summer term, it just happens really quick. Wow. So that's why we go through some hiccups, but I think we got everything resolved today. So yes, so what happens um, when you sign up? What you do is you sign up on the website. Let me type it here: ilc.rsu.ac.th. Okay, that's the website where where you first register for your time, and then you and then you, or first you register, and then you select your mentoring time. Okay, so when you select your mentoring time, it cannot be changed. So please choose a time you know that you will be available. All right, so summer term not so hard because it's only 5 weeks. So we're gonna have this week and then next week. Let's see here. So I know the first week in July we have a midterm break. Okay, and it's so it started, yeah, so it's gonna be this week and the next week and the week after that midterm break and then 3 more weeks. So this week, next week, and then a break and then three more weeks. Okay, and until the end of till the end of July. All right. All right. So then so you register from the website and then you and then you select your time, your mentoring time. You're done. Okay, with everything. Then when you come to Language Center, sorry, I'm kind of getting over a cold here, but so you come to the Language Center, um, and then yeah, you sit, you kind of sit there and then you wait for our students to come. Okay, so you only have to come for 1 hour. But the mentoring session's there for 30 minutes each. So you could potentially have 2 different mentoring sessions. But probably summer term, it is a little slow. All right. So then, so let's say you come, let's say nobody comes, um, and that's okay. Then, let's say if nobody comes and you're there for 45 minutes, then you're free to go. So let's say your mentoring time is 9 a.m. and you're on to, and please come on time. And you're there on time, but nobody comes. Um, then you're free to leave at 9:45. Okay. Um, Usually the popular times they're during lunchtime. So 11, usually from 11 to 2. Those are the popular times. If you book your time at 9 a.m., chan chances are a lot of students won't come because they're sleeping. But one of the things I am going to try in term 1 when we get more students from the Thai program is I'd like to start serving breakfast at the language center but only from 9 to 10. So maybe that will kind of motivate um, students to book appointments at 9 a.m. So I'm thinking term 1 I'm gonna the plan is to have we serve pancakes, maybe pancakes and orange juice or water, but I haven't decided that yet, the official recipe yet. But I'm gonna have in term 1, I'm gonna have recruit people that want to come to language center to cook pancakes. So we'll have the cooks will be there from 8 to 9, and then we'll serve the pancakes from 9 to 10. But that's summer term. Okay. Oh, so sorry. That's term 1. So summer term, not yet because we don't have a lot of students coming in summer term. Um, so yeah, you just come there. It's for 5 weeks. Also, you don't need to worry about preparing anything. Okay, we do everything. So we also have a one an awesome PowerPoint team. Who it's run by. Her name is May. She's really good, and she's very organized. Um, and so what we do is we create they're going to create PowerPoints for you, so you don't have to worry about anything. So just when you come, make sure you talk with your team leader and make sure you get the link for the PowerPoints and you go from there. So generally what's going to happen in this summer term, we only have the foundation students. So these are the students who are enrolled in the pre-college courses. So their English really needs to be improved. So your guys' English should be at a B2 level. These are students, they're anywhere from A1 to B1. Okay, so they really need to practice their speaking. Um, so that's what we want you guys to do is just help them gain their confidence and practice their speaking. You don't need to worry about being a teacher because you're not a teacher. We don't want you to be. We just want you to be their friends. All right. So please, no grammar police. So don't get after their each and every little grammar mistake. Um, we want to build their confidence and get them comfortable with speaking English. And the ideal thing is that we want to help them with their they call it their post interview because in order to finish Plan B, they have to pass an interview with their major advisor. Um, so um, so yeah, we want to get them really prepared for that. All right. So yeah, don't be a police, but just be their friend and just talk with them and like the PowerPoints, they're really easy. So let's say they all have a theme. So let's say one theme one week it may be hobbies. So you just go through the slides, practice them. And also, this is not a race. So don't race through all the PowerPoints and okay, good, I'm done. Okay, don't think of it that way. Just kind of just have a conversation with them. And the biggest thing is not to finish all the PowerPoints. The biggest thing is to have fun. All right. So yeah, and then when you come to Language Center each time, you're gonna have to we use two ways to checking in. Number one, you use a QR code. And then we'll have your team leader will have a QR code there where we scan to check in. And then we also want you to use the fingerprint scanner. Okay, so probably best is to come a little early your first session. That way we can get you set up with that. Um, in the future, we plan to only use the fingerprint scanner, but now we're kind of testing them both out. And so we're using both the QR code and the fingerprint scanner. And then probably in term one, hopefully the plan is to go exclusively just the fingerprint scanner. But for now, when you come, scan the QR code and do the fingerprint scanner. Then when you leave, use the scan out with the QR code and also with the check out with the fingerprint scanner. Okay, and that's really it. I mean, it's not that hard, very easy, and so yeah. All right, so now I'm going to open up for questions. So, are there any questions? Yes? No? Maybe so?
Those are.
Okay, Kim, you raise your hand. Yes,
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello.
yes, I can.
So I'm in the process of registering right now, and I just don't know what to put for my language level, because I've never had to take it like, uh, those tests before, so I don't know what my language level is. Do I just put in native or
Yeah, I
um?
mean, you sound pretty native to me. Either advanced or native.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. And also the reason why we also collect this information is for QA purposes. That's why we ask for everyone's language level, because that's what we do with the language center. Because the university that they want all faculties to keep track of two things: uh, all the students' English level. So ideally we want 100% of all the students have a B2 level. Okay, but we realize that's not probably possible. That's why we're kind of hoping like maybe 90%. And so that's what we do each term is we ask you to complete a like an online test, and we do that not because we want to punish you, but we collect the data for QA purposes. Okay, and secondly, we also ask for all the languages that you speak, because the university they want a certain percentage of all of our students to speak three languages. So you have your native language, and then you have English, and then preferably a third one. And so that's also another thing I did mention, is that we also offer other language sessions as well. So not in the summer term because it's only 5 weeks. But like in term one, term two, I know we have a great group of three Japanese students. That they put on. They have Japanese classes. I know in term two that they had two different levels because it was so popular. We had like 50 students that want to learn Japanese, and so they had a beginner and an intermediate level. And then we also have Chinese classes. So if you want to learn Chinese, you can learn Chinese here as well. Um, Thai, we have it's a little more difficult because it's kind of funny, even though we're in Thailand, we have very few Thai students in the international college. But yeah, usually I try to at least try to find one person to teach Thai. But I know that there's also a lot of Burmese students who speak Thai. So that's what we did. I think last term is we had a couple of the um, Burmese students had like a uh, Thai class at the language center. So that's another thing to look forward to in term one and term two. All right, and so in the future, if you're interested in being a team leader, there are two avenues that you can pursue. One is or in terms of compensation. Okay, we don't pay a whole lot. It's usually what we do is for term one, term two, the university will pay 1,000 baht, or you get 50% of your scholarship hours taken care of. So if you're a scholarship student, it's a great way to get rid of half of them by being a team leader. So if you're interested in being a team leader in the future, please talk to your team leader, and they will let you know what to do. Okay. Okay. Good. So now, are there any more questions? Any more?
I have a question.
Okay. Yes.
So I registered my timing for Thursday because I didn't have any classes,
Hmm.
but it seems that I have another event to attend from school. So
Okay.
if I change my timing to Friday, from next week, can I change it back to Thursday?
Uh, Preferably not because it causes problems. Um, yeah, if you can, yeah, we don't want if you want to change it, that's fine. But if you could keep it to that one time, preferably.
Uh,
So
and what happens if anyone misses a week, like does not go for a week?
yeah, then it will negatively affect your grade. So here's the thing. And now are you enrolled in 125 or 126?
Both.
Oh, okay, okay. So the kind of the negative part. So if you miss a class, it means probably you cannot get an A in the class. Okay. How it's set up is that for 125 and 126 only. The other classes in the future that they have a different criteria, but this is worth 15% of your final grade. But in order to get an A, you need a 90%. So let's say if it's happened a couple times where students were they only came 2 or 3 times out of the 10 times, and so they couldn't get an A. So and 125, 126, these are classes. They're not they're classes meant to prepare you for your major courses, and so academically they're not as difficult as your major courses, and that's why we set them up that way. So I know 125. What do we do is we try to prepare students in terms of academic writing and also critical thinking skills. And then 126, we help students prepare to give better presentations. Because one of the things that the major advisors tell us previously in the past was that they said our students cannot give presentations. So that's what these two courses. That's two objectives of these courses. So if you can't come one week, maybe how about this? Since this one's summer term is so short, not a big deal. Why don't you just even though we discourage this because it can mess up the schedule. Why don't you just um keep what it is now, and then maybe for this week speak with your team leader and ask them, hey, can I just come on Friday this week? Then next week I'll come back to my regular time. And then we'll do it that way. Because the problem is we also have we have different teams, and another team is we have the attendance team. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give they keep track of your attendance, and so we send a report to your teacher. And if you don't come on that certain day, and if we don't catch it, it'll look like you didn't come when you really did, but you just came on another day. So just make sure that if you come on a different day, number one, tell both your team leaders. So tell the team leader on your original date, and then the team leader where you're going on for that one session, and then also confirm it with Ajahn Gary, because he's the one in charge of the attendance, and he has his own attendance team. So make sure you let them know. Okay, but if you can, please choose a time where you know you won't have a problem. But I know things pop up, so that's okay. All right. Okay. Any more questions?
Yes, Ajahn.
Okay. Okay.
So we have to go there like 2 times in a week, right?
No, only once a week. So even though you're scheduled for, let's say if you're enrolled in 125 and 126, two of those courses, you only have to come once a week.
Oh,
Okay.
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 Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. So
Uh,
it's 1 hour a week. Yes. Zion.
Hello.
Yes.
Can you hear my voice?
Yes, I can.
Uh, okay. After registration at 20th in PAL Centre, how many topics do I need to explain? Which my student or friends?
Yeah. So normally it's going to be the same topics. However, for when the foundation students come, they're going to be scheduling they're going to come 6 times a week. So what's going to happen is they're going to the PowerPoint team is going to create 6 different PowerPoints. But again, you don't need to prepare that. You just go through the slide, ask some questions. But let's say if you chances are they're going to be the same PowerPoint. Let's say in the same day. However, there is a possibility where, let's say one student may come for the second time, and another student may come for the third time. So you may have to do that way. And then, but how it's going to work is since we have so few students, normally like in term one, term two, students like to come with their friends. So for every one mentor, there's going to be about 5 students. So one mentor to 5 students. However, in the summer term, we have so few students, you don't need to do that. So it'll just be one-on-one.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
but you will be given a link with all the PowerPoints, and I think I think that they're done with the PowerPoints for this week, and ideally, hopefully, in the future, you'll get the PowerPoints Friday night, but definitely you'll get a link for the PowerPoints by Sunday night. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, are there any other questions? Kim, you raise your hand again?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So I wanted to ask, are we supposed to start making a timetable like from this week or next week? I didn't get
No.
that part.
Yeah, no, it starts today. It started today.
Okay, so I can like book for this week, for example, if it's free on the timetable, but I
Right,
should
right.
do that. Okay.
Yeah, please do that ASAP. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay. Any more questions? Yes. So again, it's going to be this week and then next week, and then you have one week break, midterm break, and then 3 more weeks. So it's going to be really easy. And seriously, it's going to be an easy way to get an A in your course. All right. So if you this is what I tell my students. I teach both 125, 126 this term, and for both classes, I say, hey, you know what? If you come to all the classes, you do the work, um, and you study for your final exam. Then you come to the language center for all the sessions. You generally should get a pretty decent grade. All right. All right. Any more questions?
Hello, sir.
Yes, hello?
Hello. I am not anything right now because I missed my last 2 classes.
Okay. I'm sorry. Well,
How is
what's your question?
yeah, I am not anything right now.
Oh, you don't know anything. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
yes,
that's fine.
I missed
Well,
my 2 classes. Last
it,
2
it,
class.
it, it's okay. So I'm recording this, and then so yeah, I'll post this recording into your line, or post a link for the recording in your line group, and so you can watch it. Okay. The main point is make sure you go to the website and register, and then book your mentoring time. And so it starts this week, and it's for 5 weeks. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Yeah. And again, I'll post I'll post the link. I'll send it to everybody's. I'll have one of our team leaders send the link to all of your line groups, because I'm not in all of the peer mentor line groups. Okay. All right. So, any more questions? Nope. Okay. All right. Well, that sounds good, and I wish you guys happiness this term. And if you have any questions, preferably come see me in person. All right. I don't because I don't like too many line messages so much, because I already do get a lot of line messages. But generally, I'll be in the office. Um, usually Monday, Wednesday, and all day Friday. So Monday, Wednesday from 12 to 2:30, and then Friday I'm usually there from 12 until 5. And if you have any questions, you can come see me then. Or if you need like a question right away, her name is Helen. I'd recommend contacting Helen, because she's my main assistant, and so she can help you out with that. And especially if you have a problem with your with your mentoring time, let's say if you need to change it, contact Helen, and then she will get in contact with the website team with that. Okay. All right. So I guess we're finished for today, and I wish you guys you know I hope you guys have a great opportunity this summer, and I look forward to getting to know all you better. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So good night.